Oh,
Plano, Texas.
Plano, Texas. Fantastic. Welcome. Glad you made it.
Hi, I'm Robert. I'm
Where you
calling in. I'm calling in from Clifton Park, New York.
Clifton Park, New York. I don't even know where that's at, and I'm a New Yorker, but I'm glad you made it. Fantastic. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. If you're brand new, again, Tuesday night's the most important night of the week. Write it down on a piece of paper. Make that commitment to yourself. Never miss a Tuesday night call. All the big announcements. Anytime Rory and Tanya are going to add something new to the system also, or make a big change that's going to help you make more money, it will always be launched and talked about on a Tuesday night, and that's why you never want to miss it. If you're brand new, we love hearing from you as well, especially the brand new people. We love seeing all the new states represented, and whoever got you here, they want to know what you made it on as well. So if you're brand new, click on the little microphone in the lower left-hand corner, or just hit the space bar on your keyboard. Say hello, and don't forget to say what state you're calling in from, and welcome to the call.
Hello, calling in from Michigan.
Michigan's in the house. Thank you, Carol. Welcome, man. Glad you made it. Go ahead, Tina. No, you just muted yourself. We had you for a second.
Sorry. I'm from Red Creek, New York.
Red Creek, New York.
Yep, just a little hamlet, just a little spot.
Red Creek, it sounds like it's going to be somewhere near those beautiful Adirondacks or something. Or
no, believe it or not, no, between Great Rochester and Syracuse, New York.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Well, I know the area, but I don't know that town. So let me see what this is popping up on my screen here. Confirm your language.
I'm here from Ohio, Stephanie.
Hey, Stephanie, glad you made it. Fantastic.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you? Where are you calling
I'm
in
doing
from?
Wonderful.
Where are you
It's
calling
really
in
nice
from?
here.
Where are you calling in from again?
This is Mutahira Hussain calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. I heard that one. Sorry about that. Let me check my microphone. I had a language thing popping up. Never seen that before, Linda. All right. And I fixed it too. Because
that Stephanie is from your co-host favorite state, Linda Horn.
She's not new. She's been here before. No.
Ohio. Fantastic. Ohio's in the house. Even if you're not brand new, thank you, Stephanie, for sounding off and making Linda smile, because we all love seeing Linda smile.
She knows it too.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? If you're brand new, unmute, say hello, and tell us what state you're calling in from.
Hello.
Where are you calling in from, Bruce?
Louisville, North Carolina, about 20 miles out of a little city called Charlotte.
Little city called Charlotte. Fantastic. Fantastic. Glad you made it. Welcome, sir. Go ahead, Lawrence. Where are you calling in from?
Miami, Florida.
Miami. Florida's in the house. Thank you, sir. Welcome.
Yes,
glad
sir.
you made it.
Thank you.
Linda Gomez, you look like you want to say hello.
Yes, from Lorena, Texas.
Texas is here, big time. All right, fantastic, man. Glad you made it.
Appreciate
Winston, you want to say? Go ahead. Winston, you want to say hello? Nope. Okay. Anybody else? If you're brand new, I'm gonna have to call last call. Actually, if you're brand new, welcome to the RRR247 and direct to consumer ambassador team call. It's the big night of the week. All the big announcements, any additions, any new training, any new tools, anything to help you earn more money and build your business and go global will always be launched on Tuesday night. So write this down. If you're brand new, don't ever miss a Tuesday night call. Do yourself that favor. But if you're brand new, last call, click on the little microphone, unmute, say hello, and tell us where you're calling in from, and welcome.
Hello, Sonetta Shaw Thomas, Warner Robins, Georgia.
Warner Robins, Georgia. Fantastic. The home of Herschel Walker. Glad you made it.
Thank you.
Anybody else? All right, I want to hit a couple buttons here. That button, and that button, and that button, and I think we're going to kick it off. All right, so welcome everybody. The 12 or 13 people that got a chance to unmute and say hello. Welcome to the call and welcome to the family. This is the big night of the week, the RRR247 and direct-to-consumer ambassador. And I keep saying and because we have so many divisions and so many things that are into the whole system now to help you build a global business to last a lifetime and to pass on to future generations. And Tuesday night really is the most important night of the week. My name, you see me get excited when the guy from Miami sounded off, because I love to see Florida on the call. Sometimes there's more, sometimes there's less. But pass the word, Floridians, I love to see you log in and sound off on the call. So I'm in Central Florida, about 40 minutes northwest of Orlando, not far from the Magic Kingdom, but surrounded by a lot of lakes with a lot of fish in it. So that makes it a little bit of heaven for me. I've been in the industry for 34 years now, heading toward that 35 number. And I'm here to tell you guys, it's an industry that changed the course of my life. I'm an ex-carpenter who had an injury and went back to school at 30 years old with a wife and 3 kids to be an aviation mechanic and get my associate's degree in avionics. I wanted to work on my own aircraft that I was going to fly. I'd feel a whole lot better up there at 4,000 or 5,000 feet, Robert, if I'm the one that worked on it, right? So that was my plan. That was my goal. But something happened while I was in school. I went from the dad who was working, 12, 14, 16-hour days and was lucky enough to get home in time to have dinner with the kids. They were growing up really fast and I hardly got to see them, to the dad who was introduced to an industry that opened up doors for him that he never knew existed. I wanted to be an aviation mechanic. I was cramming in 16 hours a semester to get it all done as fast as I could and give the best life I could for my kids. Every decision I've ever made is, what can I do for their future? What can I do to help me give more to my children? And while I was in school, I was introduced to this industry. I've seen it a few times before. My wife, my sisters, my aunts, everybody were always involved in this industry in one way, shape, or form. But I never seen it as a career because I didn't quite understand what it was. But while I was in school, in that last semester, somebody introduced me to this industry and showed me some stuff that I'd never seen before. And the product line looked really interesting. It was pretty good. And I wanted to experience that. But because I was trying the products, I was reading everything in, the little box that they mailed us for the very first time. And when I read that information and listened to an audio tape and actually watched the VHS tape, remember those things? They're about this big. Pop them in the VHS player. Yeah. I seen some stories and I seen some information. I seen some stuff I've never seen before. But what I seen for the first time were some people making serious career level incomes, right? And I thought, wow, what do they know that I don't know? So we dove into this. I said, let's get involved. If we can just make an extra, $500 or $1,000 a month to spoil the kids more on the weekend, I would be real happy about that. Because when an adult goes back to school, it's not just tough on you. You're taking kids along with you. It's tough on them too. There was a lot of no's throughout the week. So on the weekends, I really wanted to spoil my kids the best I could. And I thought if we could make an extra 1,000, that would be great. Well, we did that the very first month. And I thought, wow, something's happening here. I don't quite understand it yet. I'm a newbie in the industry, but I really want to know more. So I found out about this meeting they were having not too far from where I was living at that time, near Penn State. And I drove out there to meet some of these people, and I watched some people walk across the front of the room, and they were actually showing their checks, holding it up in front of the room and showing everybody the kind of money that they were making monthly and the yearly bonuses they were getting. And I thought, wow, I've never known anybody in my life that earned that kind of money. What are these people doing? What do they know that I don't know? So as each person walked across the front of the room, I wanted to meet them, right? I got up and I shook their hand. I wanted my face to be a little bit familiar to them because I knew we were going to have dinner later. Maybe I could sit down with some of them, pick their brains a little bit, and find out what they knew. Where did they come from? What kind of experience did they have that they could bring out here and make that kind of money? And it was a lot of money. And here's what I thought, and I'm going to share that with all the new people today. The one common thread amongst every single one of them from every different part of the country, all different education levels, all different occupations, but they all had one thing in common, and this is it. Ready, Robert? They were doing it longer than me. That's it. They were all such down-to-earth, real people. Most of them had no experience at all, but they put in the time, and they were doing it longer, and there was a lot of mentors to help them along the way. And they said, all you got to do is become a student of this industry and a student of this company and what we're doing, and the same thing's going to happen to you. I'm a big believer. One man can do, another man can do. Show me the blueprint. I'll build that house, right? Show me the blueprint. Show me the road path, and I'll play that game and I'll play by the rules. And if one man can do it, then I can do it. So I went home, and that's exactly what I did. I dove in. I became a student of this industry and a student of the system that I was working at that time. And I gave it everything that I had. I'm still going to school. I'm still 16 credits a semester. I'd get out of school, and I would do everything I could to get that phone to ring, because we didn't have the computer yet. I'd do everything that I could to find people to talk to in any way that we could. And the next month we doubled our goal. And I said, well, if I could do that, I could double it again. Third month, fourth month, I kept doubling what I was doing last month. I graduated school. I went to work at the airport 8 months after spending all that money for that education and going to work at the airport with letters of recommendation and a beautiful job. And I'm most thankful that it was given to me. I walked in and I looked at my boss and I gave him a 3-week notice. And you know what? He was so unhappy. That's a nice way to say it. He said, Niall, if you're serious, you can grab your toolbox and go home today. I got this big smile on my face. I shook his hand and said, thank you. Grabbed my toolbox and went home, and I've been here ever since. And it's been an amazing ride. Now I just became that dad who got to put the kids on the bus, take the kids off the bus, go to every football practice, go to every volleyball practice, go to every cheer camp and cheer practice. And when the high school needed a bowling coach, guess who raised their hand and became the bowling coach of the high school? I did. Why? Because I could. This industry gave me the time freedom and the financial freedom to make any decision I needed for my kids, right? But I also love bowling, and it gave me more time to spend with my children. 3 nights a week, I was with the kids, teaching everybody how to bowl. That trophy that you see behind you, that's 2 of my kids and 2 of their good friends. Never bowled, a few lessons, took first place in the league that year, and nothing makes me happier than making the kids smile, because instead of throwing gutter balls, they're throwing it down the middle. I have lived a blessed life because of this industry. And that's all my kids know, is me being home. They were little when I got started. And even when you don't think they're paying attention, they are. My son is the youngest one. He's 30 years old now. He's never had a job in his life. He has worked for himself since he was 9 years old, cutting grass in the neighborhood in Virginia. First it was one, the little old lady next door, and then it was her friend down the street. And that kid learned how to earn money on his own. He's been doing it ever since. He's never had a job in his life. And I couldn't be more proud. I didn't even know I was training him to do that. I didn't even know I was teaching him how to work for himself. I would just stay him busy so I could spend as much time with him as I can. I look back after a couple of years being in this industry, and I was making more in 2 months than I've ever made in an entire year, and anybody else I've ever known had made in an entire year. Time freedom, financial freedom, all the time in the world. Anything my kids wanted, anytime they needed me, I was there because of this industry. And all you dads know exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of you have worked that lifestyle where you barely get home in time to have dinner with them. That changed for me. My life had a complete turnaround. This industry absolutely changed the course of my life. Financial freedom. How many parents took their kids on vacation once or twice a year? We swipe that card as many times as we need to make sure they have the best time ever. Because what do kids do? They go back and they tell all their friends, and they're all comparing, what did you do this summer? What did you do this summer? What did you do on vacation, right? I wanted my kids to have the best story ever. But when I always get home and I'd grab that envelope and I'd open it up and see the bill, how much I spent on that vacation. And that's like, whoa, that's when the regret set in a little bit, right? Because of this industry, I never felt that again. I would actually take 2 or 3 cards, swipe them as many times as I could, and I didn't have any regret at all. It changed the course of my life. And I didn't spoil my kids. I call it SP oiled. Anything their hearts desired, but making sure they knew the value of that and appreciated that. And that's why they turned out the way they did. And my son is such a great entrepreneur today. This industry changed the course of my life as a construction worker or even aviation mechanic, right? A lot of you know what aviation mechanics are making a good living. But do they have the time freedom and the true financial freedom to do that? Not to all the aviation mechanics that I know. This industry allowed me to do that, and I'm blessed to be a part of it. And I'm only 63 years old now. I still have, another 30, 40 years left in me to keep building, Linda? I'm still a young man. I'm having a blast. And what I love doing now is teaching other people how to do that. So Rory and Tanya, they put together a system to let me, Linda, Andy, and all the other leaders you see here do exactly that. Pay it forward. take this out to the rest of the world and help other people achieve whatever your goals are. Some of you may have only came here to supplement your income with an extra 500 or 1,000 a month like I did. Great, we've got the plan for you. Some of you came here to add your retirement. Fantastic, we've got the plan. Some of you are tired of the job and the time that you put in there, and you're looking for a career change. Mark a day on your calendar. We've got the plan for you. Get with your instructor and put together a plan, set a date, and make it happen. This is everything you need is right here to make that happen. I got started almost 35 years ago, but I met Rory 30 years ago. I met him in 1992. In 1992, I'm a young entrepreneur. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm looking for a voicemail company that would take all the volume I could throw at it. So I wanted to advertise in the top 300 newspapers in the United States, and I wanted to do it all at the same time. And everybody said, go see Roy Ricord. He's the guy to talk to if you need that kind of a voicemail. So I did, called him up, met this young man right out of high school, guys, but a passion that I've never heard before, especially on a telephone. A lot of energy, a love to teach the system that he put together, and a passion to help other entrepreneurs, but also a love for mass communication like I've never seen before either, except for, a little bit of time in the Army. Mass communication was the thing that he always talked about. He set me up with this beautiful voicemail. It took all the volume that I could put at it. But guess what? It also did something very special. It was new to me. As I built a network of people around the country, I could put a message on that system and shoot it out to all of them at the same time. They all just pick up their phone, check their messages. There's a message from me. I could send it out to 10, 15, 20, 25,000 people all at the same time. And for a lot of the young folks on there, I know I see some smiling already. Well, we do that every day. This was 1992. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have cell phones. I didn't even have a pager back then. I remember years later when I had the first cell phone, was a big green Motorola bag that we set in the center console. And that was years down the road, right? It looked like a military phone in the center of our cars. We didn't have any of the technology we had today. We had this kid working at Ma Bell that put together a system, which is nothing more than a big computer, right? But what do they call those things? Switches that remember the old switchboards like on Hee Haw? That's kind of how I see the phone company back then. We had somebody that really understood how that computer worked, and he put together a system that allowed us to explode all over the country, and it could handle all the volume we could throw at it. But then something really big happened. 93, 94, the internet came out. All of us are allowed to get online at home. So we're bringing in the big monitors. Barbara, Brian, you remember the big monitor about this big? You needed help to get it in the house, right? Get it on the kitchen counter or in our home offices where it was. It looked like some of the old, solid state TVs. My first computer was a 286 on dial-up, if that helps you understand when I got started. Oof, and it was slow. And so we're all getting online, and what do we need? We needed leads. We needed people to talk to. Nobody knew how to create leads like Rory knew how to create leads. He got online, he left the phone company, got online, and he really found his niche. He found what he knows how to do best, and that's mass communicate with a large number of people. And he started a lead generation company. There were other lead generation companies out there. We tried some of them, and they were just absolutely horrible, to be honest with you. Sometimes we were buying stuff that was sold 3 or 4 or 5 times before it was even sold to us. Now Rory, he's producing brand new, fresh leads. No, he built the #1 lead generation company on the planet, and he still holds that title today. The only difference is he doesn't sell his leads to the public anymore. He doesn't sell them to anybody. He invests them into you. He gives them to you. No one out there, you can look from now until the sun decides it doesn't want to come up anymore. No one is providing you free leads to build your business. Free marketing. They've taken all of their expertise, everything they know how to do, and nobody knows how to produces the quantity or quality of leads that these two can do. And they give that to you. So we started going crazy building, and now we're not just in the United States, we're on the internet. We can go all over the place, right? So if we're gonna go all over the world, what do we need? We needed a website. We needed someplace to drive this traffic to have the information that explained the business or the opportunity or whatever we were involved in back then. And people would go through the information. As they get to the bottom, they filled out a form and said, call me. That's what we needed. There were other companies out there doing that as well. Some of them were getting 1 in 50 visitors to fill out the form. Some of the real good ones were getting 1 in 25 to fill out the form. Roy put together his first website. He got 1 in 10 because it was written right, done right, and he understood how the internet works. But guess what? That wasn't good enough for him. He tweaked it, he made it better, and he got 1 in 5. Nobody knows how to do what this guy knows how to do. And he's been doing it for a long time now, so he's even better at it, right? And we just exploded all over the globe. I remember calling Rory one day a couple of years into working with him, and I said, do you realize I'm getting checks out of 18 different countries, and I've never visited that country, and I don't speak that language? Yeah, the internet, the light finally came on for now about the internet, right? Because I'm not a techie. I didn't want to get on the internet. But thank God I had guys like Rory to talk me into going out and buying that 286 and plugging in that dial-up and getting online. No matter how slow it was, it got me out there. And it just kept getting better and better every year. But then something even better happened. Behind every good king is a good queen, right? Behind every good man is a good woman. You know, you can't do anything by yourself. A couple years after meeting him, I got to fly out to Utah and meet his partner, Tanya. I walked in the door and I met this young lady raising 7 kids, running several other businesses, and helping Rory get this all put together and train everybody to keep it all on time, to keep it all on track, and keep the calendar. I've never met a more organized person in my life, but I realized right away how well these two complement each other with their skill sets, right? Rory is a creative genius and he's a techie, and he understands the internet like most people can't even fathom. Tanya is an organized, structured, strong businesswoman that plans every minute of every day, and she plans for 1 or 2 years down the road. Together, they complement each other to make a power couple like no other. But the one thing that they have in common, the biggest strength that they have, is their love to help other people, their passion to take this to the globe and help as many other families as they can. People who get up every morning, have a meeting over a cup of coffee and say, what can we do to make this better for Marcy and Robert and Linda? What can we add to the system to help everybody hit their goals, make more money, achieve their dreams, and figure all this out? What tools can we put in here to help them get that out to the rest of the world so that they can hit their goals and while they're helping other people? So if you guys, what was it, 12 or 13 or 14 brand new people, if you're looking for a place where you can build yourself an incredible business and call it home, something you can retire on, legacy income that you can build and even pass on to future generations, while you're also helping other people around the planet do the same thing, you found your home. We welcome you here to RRR247. And without any further delay, I get to bring on my brother, my partner, our co-founder, Mr. Roy Ricord. The microphone is yours. Even though I got to talk to you a couple of minutes ago, I can't hear what else you have to say. Take it away.
You actually get both of us right now.
Oh my goodness. What a blessing, you guys.
So I want you guys all, hopefully you guys have a notebook and or pen and paper and chart the things down today. We're doing something awesome. I'm gonna let Tanya go into it. You guys, we are ready to go to the next level. And the next level means that we get to help everybody make money sooner. We get to help people make more money sooner. We get to, our focus has always been, how can we help somebody make $500 a week? Not $5,000, not 50,000, not 5 million, $500. Because if we can help somebody make 500, not only are they going to believe in what this is doing and then and be able to go to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 a week, but the more we get there, the faster we're going to all grow. Because the number one reason people don't succeed here is they don't have the belief in themselves and they don't believe they can do it. And there's a lot of pressure on your life's bills. It's fact. So we've been working on this for a long time. What else can we do? What else can we do? How do we modify it? And you wait for changes to come. And we made some hard choices. And I say hard, they're only hard until you realize why you're making them. And then they become the easiest choices, not hard. Correct?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So now we look at this like, oh, this is easy. Of course we're doing this. And I'm gonna have Tanya go into it, but you guys, I want you to write it down. We have a big event coming on. We're gonna be doing our training on Saturday. We have training on Saturday, and then Sunday is a big deal. Ready?
You're doing just fine. You don't need me. Y'all, he doesn't need me. Let's go. Yeah, we have our training on Saturday like normal. And if in case you don't know, well, he threw me off. He threw me off. He threw me off. Welcome, guys. I just want to say welcome to everybody here, first off. And we have an amazing opportunity for everybody, you guys, truthfully. He's the brains behind this, and he's worked really hard to develop this and push forward with everything that he's done. And it's really, really impressive. If any of you have any of that entrepreneurial mindset and the drive and motivation to push yourself for bigger and better, and not only for yourself, but for thousands of people, then you'll understand. But it's really phenomenal. And I wanted to take a moment to say that so you guys know what we have now is just he has fine-tuned it over and over and over again until I really believe what we have now is just so smooth sailing. It's going to be just what we need for you guys to get out of your own way, really, for you guys to find your belief in yourself. Because I find that most people have a reason why they want to be here, and they have a lot of needs, but they don't have that belief in themselves to make that change, to make that difference. And I feel like that we've done, well, I say we, but it really has been him, and he's made a phenomenal change in what we've done. So you guys get ready, because we're going to just take off from here. So you want me to announce everything you want?
Well, first of all, it's not a solo Rory issue, you guys. There's a huge team behind all this. I'll put that there. I get to play in my world, which is, how to market better, how to write things better, how to build out the systems and all the tech stuff. It's my playground, right? It's not even work. It's fun. But it takes the trial and errors of everybody else, listening to what you guys say, where your complaints are, where the friction points are, for me to go focus on how do we make it better for you. As CEOs, our job is to make it as easy as possible for you. Get rid of all the busy work. Anything that to be done automated, we need to automate. Right. So we've launched this brand new CRM. I know we have a lot of people getting, used to it, adjusted to it. All new students won't know the old. They only know the new. They have a heads up. That CRM's taking us to the future. That CRM is going to allow us to put millions of families in this. That's why we had to make changes. We had to build the technology up for what we're doing and what we're going to do and what we are about to see unveil with all of us here. We're making some changes. You want to go? We've been talking about it. We talked with the instructors yesterday.
Yep.
Tanya, in all of her organizational wisdom, has figured out how to accomplish what we need to training wise, but to give people more time to accomplish their actual income producing activities. You want to go into it?
You're doing just fine.
You got it.
Go ahead.
This is your structure.
I schedule, guys. As Niall kind of broke it down for you pretty good. Yeah, he's the creative genius behind the program system, and I'm the financial and the time directional kind of person. So we just make that team. I'm really fortunate to have it. But yeah, we decided after we were at a leadership event and just had a lot of time to really talk together. That's really rare for us, you guys. We work all the time. So for us to be able to sit down and talk about everything together and kind of work through things, it's really great. So we were there, and not only that, we were there with some top leaders, so that made it even better. We could kind of bounce some things off. Hey, I'm thinking this. What do you think? And get some feedback. But we have our number one anchor offer here within this company. If you're new, then just wait. Amazing things are coming your way. But we've had 2 calls with those on Mondays and Tuesdays. And then in this organization, just this particular side of it with the RRR, which, we are many hats, as Niall was saying before, but we had an instructor call on Mondays, and we had this call here on Tuesdays. And then we have a leadership call as well. So we had a lot of different calls that were kind of just spread out. And then sometimes one would run into the other. And so I just kind of felt it was best to make a change and to move forward so that it would flow a little bit easier. And also it would just make things open some time up for you guys. So with that being said, our number one anchor offer is Bella Vita. We are going to be moving both of those 2 calls to Monday. They will go back to back. So the first one will be our little sizzle call. We talk about the comp plan, we talk about the products, the testimonials, all of that. And then we're going to go into the training bit on how we work that particular part of the business. So really excited about that. And then for that being said, for those of you guys who are just students here and just getting started, or if you are an instructor and you happen to miss last night, we're moving the instructor call to before this call so that we can be able to just flow right into this call. It'll be perfect, you guys. We'll have the instructor calls, and then you guys can be here to meet and greet your new students coming in and to make sure they feel welcome. And because this is a big family, that's what this is all about. It's a big family to help everybody be a part of something and to help you push you guys for greatness. So go ahead.
So I'm going to recap. Monday, starting at 8 o'clock Eastern, it's a 2 hour. So it's not back to back. It's 1 2 hour session. The first part is going to be a sizzle about Bella Vita, cover the comp plan a little bit, some testimonials, and then we're going to go into the second part of that call, which is actually doing the legacy income system or V-marketing.
Yeah.
Now, this is where I'm going to be very clear to everybody here. We want to help a lot of people, right? And so we have RRR, and then we have a very big love for Bella Vita. And January 2nd this year, we launched a system called Legacy Income System that helps everybody in Bella Vita that's outside of RRR to be able to have access to the leads and grow. So Monday is only Bella Vita. We're teaching anybody in Bella Vita how to build those leads. That's our philanthropy. Now, that's good because a lot of us here have those people in our downlines, in our pay systems, and it allows us to bring people in outside of RRR as well as in RRR. But Monday, you guys got to understand this. It is only about Bella Vita. We will not talk about RRR247. We won't talk about PBS. We won't talk about anything else. Excuse me. Can you reiterate that?
Yeah, it needs to be focused on that anchor, right? So when we have our calls like this one here, everything and anything can be covered and talked about, and that's what we're here for. That's what this call is for. But the Monday call, that 2 hour call, is just for that anchor, just for Bella Vita.
And it's good for you guys to all attend because you're going to see how the B marketing is done. You're going to see how the BRT is done, but there is a different process. And in the Bella Vita legacy income system, that's all about getting them set up as an affiliate and then through the presentation for that. We do a very different, not different, same approach, but different layout with the PBS. You guys, the PBS allows for multiple incomes. It's a very special process, but we cannot offer that to people outside of RRR in Bella Vita. We can't, and we won't. So we can't, we can't tease them about what else we have. We can't do it. So I want you guys to know that we're going to be really watching that, and just make sure you guys, there's an etiquette that we always go by. There is absolutely nothing discussed but Bella Vita on Mondays. Nothing. You want anything you need help with at RRR, you go to your instructor, or wait till Tuesdays, or wait till the Thursdays or the Saturdays, right? We have plenty of time, not Monday. And Tanya also felt this would make things a little clearer for you guys, where Monday is just the Bella Vita focus that night.
Because you guys, we have a lot of hats in this industry, and so that is just Bella Vita hat. That's that night for just Bella Vita. That's it. No other. So it doesn't confuse you guys with different calls, different topics, ways to ask questions. Because I want you guys to know, even if we're out there and we're talking, and you want to ask us a question, normally we're happy to help you, but just make it Bella Vita focused on Monday. That's all. Anything else, please wait until another call.
And I know it's exciting. You want to bring stuff up, and you got your team members are on there. Just, you guys, we got to keep this clear. I don't know anybody ever in the history of business that I know that does what Tanya and I offer everybody and do it the way we're doing it. So we all just got to, we got some, I what do you want to call them, rules, guidelines, and we'll bring this up from time to time so that the new people understand it and just pass the information forward. Monday, nothing to do with RRR. It's only Bella Vita. Okay, we can't say it enough. We just got to be very strict on that. Tuesday, you guys, we have the instructor call, and I'm going to bring this up. There's a lot of people here that may not think they're going to be an instructor, or they're not ready for it. Here's the truth. If you want to make the bigger money, you want to get the $500 a week, you're going to need to help work with your team and leverage with your team. It's the quickest way to the income. It's the most stable way to income.
Yep.
Now, yeah, we bring money in from Google AdSense. We help do the advertising, a lot of things that just take a while to build up. And a lot of people quit on themselves before they get there. So the sooner you get exposure to what the team building is about and how that works, the better. So you're going to learn some of that when you watch the V-marketing done on Monday. And you're going to definitely learn it on Saturdays because we do it for 2 hours, right? We have the first 2 hours as training on PBS and whatever else we got to cover. And then we have our top recruiters training you how to do the V-marketing every Saturday. And then as an instructor, I'm going to talk as an instructor, you actually have access to get training Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from your CRM access. And you go right to the RRR247. You go right to the instructor call from 11 a.m. Eastern to 7 p.m. We have leaders, different leaders doing the V marketing. You can learn how it's done. Now, if you do V marketing in a 2-hour window, that's the best optimal time. If you can do it in 4 hours, you're going to get the most out of it. All right. Now, if you're a battle worn and you really want it bad, 6 hour, you're going to do a lot more. But if you can do a 2-hour block, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, figure out when you can do it. You know, you guys, there's a way to fit this in, and everybody can find something to sacrifice to do this activity instead, so you can achieve your why, your desires, knock out that goal. Right? What do I need to do? You guys know how many times I have people come, and I actually had 2 of them today. Rory, what can I do to make more money faster? V marketing is always going to be my answer. It's what I do to make more money. It's what you cannot make more money than leverage. You know how billionaires make their money? Lots of leverage. And millionaires and everybody else, if you don't have a way to leverage your time, you're not going to get ahead. It's just a fact. And we're going to teach you how to do it. And the thing about it is you don't have to just jump in and get going. You just got to be around it, and then you're going to get yourself ready to do it. Tanya's going to be on there helping you with mindset, helping you structure your day to find it. But you're going to be watching real people in the community do it, where you can realize, hey, this isn't so bad. And it always comes down to how bad do you want it? What are you willing to do? And we're going to be covering all that, guys. There is a lot of things that we're ready to focus on and drive. We've given you everything now. We get to run. Everything is ready to run. So the new process, and you guys, I've been telling the instructors, when we bring students in, new students, session 1, we start getting things hooked up. Session 2, we finalize getting things hooked up. We get you in what's called the PBS Vortex. And now you have access to all the instructor training. There's no more hoops to go through, no more things to sign off on. We make it really easy to give you exposure, because the more you get exposure, the more you see other people winning, the easier it is to get out of your own way to succeed. And so that is one of the biggest time changes we made an adjustment on. No more special training. You know how you get the training? Watch it being done live. There is nothing better than hands-on. Babe?
Yeah.
Right? We're going to have our leaders train?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I miss anything? We've covered this so many times. I think we got it down.
And just again, back to the schedule, because I'm a I have one focus here with the schedule. Let me just tell you guys about the calls really quickly, so you guys all know this is what we want you to write down. Villa Vita's Monday at 8 Eastern. Then we'll head over here on Tuesday. Never ever miss a Tuesday call. Do not miss them. This is where we're going to announce anything new. The instructor call will be at 8, and then at 9 the student call. This one here, the welcome call for everybody. All the new ones here. Wednesday night is it 7:30? Eastern?
8:30.
8:30 Eastern. 8:30 Eastern, we have our Brain Food Academy, which is another anchor that we have, an amazing opportunity to help homeschool and share the love with homeschooling and to it's, oh gosh, I can't say enough about that, you guys, but it's really to reinvigorate our youth, to have more control over what we're teaching our kids. And the thing about when kids learn from home, they keep the values of the family. They keep the values of their parents. They're like 90% more prone to keep the values of their parents, and they get to learn what we want them to learn. So we have a great curriculum and system there. So join Mondays for that. Wednesdays for that at 8:30 Eastern, and that's a welcome and intro. And we have an amazing leader there, Sheila, that it takes care of all that. Thursday, you guys are going to get to learn from several different leaders. Not only we have different ranking here within RRR, we have our MSIs, our PSIs, and our GSIs, and they're going to step in to help do some trainings on Thursdays. If you guys are new with your PBS and you need help, they're going to be showing you guys new things every single week. So get plugged into those, you guys. That's where you need to be. If you have any questions, that is a great place to go. And it's also really fun to hear and see different ideas from different leaders and different ways to do things. So that will be on Thursdays at 8 Eastern. And then Friday, we usually most of our groups here have a study hour where your instructor will help you one-on-one with teaching and training. I think that's what usually they have.
Whatever day they have it, you need to attend. So,
and
go ahead.
And then to follow up with the calls, before I get into it again, Saturday is our 2-hour training, and that again is more of our PBS training. It's usually what we announce things here and we follow through on Saturday. So make sure you join the Saturday calls as well. And then just this weekend. We have something fun coming up.
Can I reiterate
Yes, you can
something?
reiterate away.
So this is, you guys, everybody, we have plenty of time to focus on building your PBS and then building the other side of the business, which is leverage. Make sure you don't get it out of sequence, okay? And we're trying to teach you structure so you can do both. You want to build your PBS, you want to get the traffic, you want to get Google AdSense, and you also want to build the leverage. All right. So
Just make sure you're doing the money making activities when you can make the money.
So building your PBS should happen when you're not able to do the V marketing. You only have so much time, right? And so that's why we usually do it in the late evenings and work on that. So you have a study hall with your team, go to that study hall. Go to that study hall. I gotta do this.
So also I'm glad to step away because now I don't get interrupted. You guys get me now all the way. So we have an amazing opportunity, an amazing event that's happening on Sunday. This Sunday, you guys. Rory and I will be flying there and be live in Mexico, and we're really excited. So it is also with our anchor offer, Bella Vita, our #1 anchor offer. And I wanted to share with you guys the flyer here. Let me see if I can figure out his computer. Yeah, baby. Where is it? I don't see it. 1 second. 1 second. This one? No, this one. Aha, found it. Found it. I think. Let me share the screen. I just want you guys to see the flyer because it's amazing. And here we go. So you guys see this? This is the flyer here. This is the festival. It's the anniversary of this company here. It's 4 years. So it's a Fiesta for life, it says. But this is the 4-year anniversary of this small, young company that is so stable and solid. I mean, we'll talk about this another night, but I just really get passionate about this opportunity. But this is going to be a huge deal, you guys. So we're celebrating the 4th anniversary. It's on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. And it's going to start at 3 p.m. Mexico time, which is, if any of you guys are in mountain time zone, that is your time zone. So it is 3 p.m. mountain time. So that means it is 5 p.m. Eastern. It says 2 p.m. Pacific time zone, which that would make it 4 p.m. Central. So that's those are the time zones that it's starting. It's a live broadcast. BellaVita.live is where you're going to go. You're going to see a lot of different, sent out. We're going to have some graphics sent out to you guys from some of our instructors there. But this is where it's at. This is what's going on. And it's going to be a lot of announcements are going to be made for this. I just want to share with you guys this amazing little flyer that we have here. So I can stop sharing now. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I love their graphics. They have a full company behind them, a full team of support. It's amazing. But it's going to have a lot of things dropped in. If you guys are wanting to make money and you're wanting to get going quickly, it's a time for you guys to pay attention to that one, to be there. If you can be there and be communicating with your instructor, they can help direct you in the way you need to go. There's just, we were on the call with the owner there, whose name is Costa. We were on messaging with him today, several things about a bunch of new things that are coming that he didn't know before, that he likes to throw things in the mix and shake things up. So you guys just do not know what you're going to get there. So if you guys want to make some good money and start yourself off to a great direction, that is very important for you to be there. So that's the focus for that right now. Yes, we have a brand new CRM, we're having a bunch of different things coming out. We have tried so hard to make things streamline them and easier for you guys. So I know that there's a learning curve with everything, and it takes a little bit of new things for those of you who have been around for a little bit, but stay tuned. Stay with it, focus and just learn and grow. We have so much to offer you guys and so much to move forward with. I'm just really, really excited. And it's really important. I love events. I'm a huge goal-oriented person. If you do not know that about me, you will soon, because I hold goal training sessions regularly. One's going to be coming up shortly. But I love having events because you can backdate your goals for one. It's like Rory calls it a deadline. You give your dreams a deadline, and then you make a path to get there, right? I just love to have a time in mind. So any events that we have going on, I focus, okay, this is when that event is. Where do I want to be at that time in my life? And okay, that's what I want. And then I backtrack it to make the plan, the path to get there. And I always overshoot to make sure I'm done early in case something happens and I need to work a little harder, because sometimes life hits you and you have to work a little harder. But that's how I do it. So I just love knowing that. And then we have a bunch of announcements. We have another an event that's going to be coming up towards the end of this year. So that's going to be a great path for you guys and a great way to set some goals for you. But yeah, I just super excited about that. You guys, you're in the right place at the right time. You really are. We have something for everybody, whether you want to be an instructor or you just want to work on your PBS and post ads. That we have that too. We have everything in between. It's just a matter on how much money do you want to make and how much do you believe in yourself, you guys? How much do you believe in yourself to keep moving and growing and learning? Just small steps, guys, for change. Small, consistent steps. I love that they say the winner wasn't really stronger than you. They just held on for 10 more minutes. That's really what it is. Are you willing to hold on for more and keep going? You want to get up when you get knocked down. You feel like, oh, I'm frustrated. I see so many people waste so much time with social media and with the TV or other, curriculum, even sports. And I love sports. I was raised in a sports family, but even sports, how much are you making from that? How much is that paying you to watch it or be a part of it? Are you willing to sacrifice to get what you need so that that's not an option? You can watch as much sports as you want in the future. You have to set a path for building and growing, and you have to be willing to change, and change is hard. Change is difficult. It kind of roughs up some edges a little bit, but we're making it as simple as we can, as consistent as we can. And I hope that you guys are excited for the changes that we're making, that we have going on. Anything else you want to add to that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he wants to add more. Shocker. Here you go.
Sweet.
What?
Okay, come back here.
Oh,
I need you.
I thought you were done with me.
No, never. Okay, so I'm going to recap. You cover things, guys. We've been bringing up here. There's a big event on Sunday. All right. I know. But I need to bring up a business talk. So the best things in business always require, you basically got to exchange energy. And sometimes it's an energy exchange, and what you get out of it, you got to look at. We are going to be given something on the 5th that is going to literally help anybody launch their business in a better way. And it's done in such a generous manner. And we'll make sure we break it down and cover it on Monday and Tuesday. We'll cover it on Tuesday's call on the 7th. I just want you guys to be ready for it. And there's things like when if you truly understood it, you'd be like seeing why we're so excited. And I want to tell you guys what it is right now. I can't. I don't want to lose my rights to access of information ever. And that's the only reason why I'm such a bad secret keeper. And especially when I know what it can do. But you guys, we're going to be able to and it just gets better and better. And then we're going to have it all here in just a couple of days. But I want you to know that what it offers allows somebody to help generate that $500 a week even quicker. So we're already launching this stuff, and then Costa launches this stuff, and it's just better. So you guys, I'm so excited that you guys are going to have Tanya train you guys on a steady basis. Oh, hold on a second. I stepped out of line again. So you guys, Tanya's taken over the Mondays and the Tuesdays. I'm going to be in full-on recruiting, building the stuff that's in there. We have a bunch of technological pieces that have to get done, and I need to focus on that. But now that we know where we're going and we've removed all the friction points, Tanya is going to make sure you guys have the right mindset and the focus week by week by week by week. And Tuesdays, we always say don't miss a Tuesday, don't miss a Saturday. If you show up on Tuesday, that's how you keep going in your business. That's how you get ready even to get your business going. Sometimes you just need to hear one thing that kicks you off, keeps you engaged. But it's not just for you. It's also for your students and everybody else that we're leveraging to bring in. We get to do that. And we didn't have this technology years ago. We used to do it on big conference calls. And now we can actually see people and it's a lot more real, and the capacity is big. And, we have people that, we don't want to give up on your dreams, because we show up for your dreams, whether you show up or not. Just meet us. And Tanya's going to carry that port solidly ahead, because now we know where we're going. Everything is, because we've cleared out all the friction points. And now it's easier than ever before. So I'll reiterate something. If you don't have your PBS Vortex set up, now you guys, we're setting those up like crazy. You guys are all you're getting notification of that coming in there. If your PBS Vortex isn't set up, I would highly suggest getting it going before Sunday so that you can take advantage of it, because that is built to help us launch and leverage all of this marketing. So if you don't have your PBS Vortex set up or you don't know what it is yet, get with your instructor immediately. That we wanted everybody current up to speed with that so we can go forward. That is a missing technological component, and it comes with everything for you to do the V marketing in a big way tossed in. Okay. See you, babe.
I think
I'll just keep reiterating. I'm so excited for.
I think you said it all. I think we've said it all. I think we're good.
We got 11 minutes normal. You know what we should do is have Dina. Is Dina around? No.
Oh, Dina's always around. See if we can find her.
We have we've been here a long time together with everybody.
There she is.
Hello. Hello, hello.
There we go.
You hear me?
Right. So Dina, Tanya and I are really proud of you. You earned the trip. You worked your butt off to get there. We see it, right? You and Niall both. I mean, you guys have a very special thing where you're both recruiters, both training. You compete with each other. But
I want to make it clear, ladies, nothing's given to her. She earns everything herself. She works her butt off. I get
I'll
told that a
declare
lot.
this.
I get told that too. I relate with her.
I'll declare this. Anything that you see me accomplish, she's done 50% of that. Easily. It's a 50-50 thing. I've never had such a great partner. Ever.
And
a lot of great partners.
Tanya will be coming to you guys how to work as couples for those that want to do it. Okay.
I had a lot of questions about that.
Well, I just want to highlight something because we went fishing again. Niall and I like to fish. It's something we get to do. But Dina, that was your first time on a boat, correct?
Oh, no.
A fishing boat?
Nope. I've fished for years. That's no.
She fished on the boat with us in Destin.
Oh, that's true. Okay. So have you ever caught a big game fish?
No.
That's what I was getting to. Like, okay. I know you fished before, but that's true. She was with us. Okay. So you're not, but what happened to you on Sunday?
I caught my first white marlin ever.
I haven't caught a white marlin ever.
It was huge.
You've been fishing for decades.
I've never caught a white marlin.
It was 78 inches long, and we're having it mounted.
Yeah, it'll look great. It'll take up a whole wall.
Yeah.
So we'll share some photos with the team as we put it out there. But you guys, we play hard, we work hard. But when you earn the trip, we go out there. But how much more special is it when it's something that's just part of like the family getting there, right? Like we guys, we love these experiences. We just want to get more people there. And I just want to challenge everybody, get out of your own way, trust in what we're teaching you, and just get that rhythm going. Everybody using V-marketing has the ability, if you want it, to achieve great income, but also great leadership and education together in these beautiful places. And we've been building teams for a long time, and man, we really want to have hundreds there. Can you imagine hundreds of our RRR247 family that have been grinding it out there, enjoying all the pools? I may not play volleyball again the rest of my life. All the pools, all the restaurants, and the beautiful beaches and stuff. I mean, that's a dream that's now a goal. How are we going to get there? We got to set you guys up in action. And that's what we're doing. So starting next week, you guys are under Tanya now. By the way, everybody should know this. I am the nice one.
Oh, that's true.
I'm the nice one.
That's very true.
I've been told I'm too nice. But you guys, Tanya's going to hold you to the fire to get your dreams done because she knows what it's like to achieve it. And sometimes that's what it takes. So don't miss the Tuesdays. Do not miss the Saturdays. And just know that we've got a focused plan that we're going to be on. And you guys are all coming along.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I love both of you.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
But I'm excited about Tanya doing the trainings. That starts next week, right? We're starting right away next week. Yes.
Yeah. And then
I'm
one more
excited
thing that
about
starts next Tuesday, everybody that's on the Millionaire Commitment. So you guys, when we got all this stuff built, I knew that I had the vehicle to get people to 20 grand a week. 20 grand a week makes you a millionaire. Doesn't mean you're going to keep all the money. You're going to spend it like crazy, but you'll get there. Okay. 20 grand a week. How are we going to get there? That's what we're going to focus on Tuesday night, right after you guys are done with Tanya. So she'll be done promptly.
Oh, I will.
And then, so write it like in 7 minutes from now, next week. That's the first of the millionaire series. Now I'm going to do that until we get millionaires. Like that's my commitment. My focus now is taking those that want to achieve bigger. That's what I'm focusing on. Tanya's going to get everybody else up and ready and get that going. And I'm going to teach you exactly what you got to do. Okay. So if you committed to that we're there. Now, if you didn't commit to it or you missed out on it, it's okay. We'll have an opening for new people to come in there after I get the rest established and going. So if you missed out or you were too nervous to chip in, it's okay. We'll have another invite after I get the initial thing launched. I think this is the first time we've been able to do it. And I'll just tell you guys, I've been part of something like this that really helped me elevate my game. And now I get to pay it forward. And I'm just going to say a couple of things here, and then I'm actually going to walk away. Tanya can close this because I know I want to go more. It doesn't matter if your family's ever had lots of money before. There's too much technology, too many things. We have the right opportunities at the right time, in the right place here. You just got to take advantage of it. You already have people that believe in you more than you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
We already know what you're capable of because we've done it. We can guide it. We're here to guide you there. Sometimes you got to be the first in your family to do that. Sometimes you got to be the first in your entire neighborhood or your area to do it. You got to forgive the environment you were born into, accept the one you found, and run. So when you're in bed at night and you're meditating, believing yourself that you can do it, you're not alone. We're going to teach you everything you need to do it, and then we're going to stay on it until you get it done. You just got to do the work. And it's not one of those things we just say, hey, here's how you do it. Here's the guide. Good luck with this. We're funding your marketing, folks. No one ever funded mine. Ever. Not once. It would have been nice, I think. I've wasted a lot of money figuring out how to make it right and build all that. You guys don't have to worry about any of that. You just got to go to work. And here's the thing. When you realize what it's going to give you, it becomes fun. The more fun you make it, the less work it's going to feel like. And then popping out your dreams and achieving your dreams is just going to be just like an everyday Tuesday. All right.
I think you said it pretty much. Guys, I just, speaking of that, for everyone who hears news, but particularly you guys, a lot of people stop themselves because they don't understand. You only know what you know, and to get out of yourselves to think of something different, you think it's not true. It's not real. It's not true. And that's what stops you guys every single time. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to do things that millionaires would do. The fear of not being successful drives them. For somebody who's poor and poor-minded, the fear of spending money stops them. So what drives you? What pushes you on? Do you want to change that? Because we can help you. And we're going to. We're on this path where we are 100% wanting to push you guys to get out of your own way, to push for greatness, to achieve what you want. And if it is only $500 a week, I mean, that changes lives, you guys. $500 extra a week changes lives. That's $2,000 a month. That changes lives. That can make a mother stay home with her children. I know, I was one of them. So it just changes lives. So if that's all you want, that's great. But usually you get there and then you realize, gosh, I could do more. And it pushes you to get out of everything, and it changes the environment for your family. And that's what it just makes a huge difference. So you guys, want to say God bless. Never miss a Tuesday call, guys. I'm excited to start this next month off on a great note, pushing forward to see what we can achieve together.